you're feeling like you're not sure where to go next, or you want to get unstuck. You're not sure what's happening. You need some clarity
Mhm.
about the next steps to take. Then on this second episode of the Restore Soul series, we're going to be talking about a tool that we believe will help you because we've tried it
Mhm.
and it will help you. I'm Alvelyn Sanders Swafford. I'm here on my mother's channel, Dr. Georgianne Thomas.
Hello.
Hi. You normally see her Monday through Friday on A Slice of Life.
I work
Sometimes,
on the weekends now.
yes. Sometimes I'm gonna lead it because it's first time doing our first time doing live, and so it may
It's
cut
good.
you
I'm
off a little
okay.
bit. Yeah. Um, Sometimes you're going through life and you want to feel unstuck. That's what I made to say when I first started. You want to feel unstuck, and you feel like you're overwhelmed and you need some clarity. There are some things that are pressing on your soul, your spirit, that you want to do. You can feel this urging, this calling, this stirring inside of you that I've got to get XYZ done. And only you know what that is that you want to get done. And the Lord has placed it on your heart
You
to
can feel
do.
it.
You can feel it. But you're just not sure what that next step, should be. And but you want to get started. You want to get started. So the guiding scripture for this conversation evening is going to be coming from Proverbs chapter 16, verse 3. Commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established. Commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established. So say, Lord, this is what you placed in my heart to do. I'm going to commit this to you, and then I'm going to trust you to establish my plans. Trust now, Lord, now you bless. You bless now because I am putting this in your hands to do. So there are things that exist in our world. There are tools that exist, and we've heard a lot about AI.
Not a lot of good things.
Not a lot of good things about it, but we have both used it. I was a skeptic at first, but now I have been convinced because I've seen how it works in your life. I've seen how it brings your ideas, your creativity, can help you bring your ideas, your creativity to life, and
And
so
research.
and research.
And some research.
And so when you have this calling, this push, this urge to do something, this tool called ChatGPT can help you get there. Now we want to give some practical advice about it and put it in context in terms of you think about how we had the let's see, how far can I go back? We had the landline phone.
Oh.
Okay, we
Oh,
had
you don't want me to go back
the
because we had a party
radio.
line.
Okay, the radio. We've had then the typewriter
Mm-hmm.
and then the word processors
Yes.
and then
What about the video 8-track?
the 8-track player in your car. Yes, that too. Cassette tapes, the CDs,
Yes.
all these inventions of technology.
That we were excited about.
We're excited. Yes, we
Yeah.
were excited about them.
But people are not excited about AI like that.
Well,
They are in a way, but they're not.
it's, artificial intelligence is, of course, what it stands for, and what has been concerning me about some of the negative stories about it is that it is it's a tool. It's $1 trillion industry. And
Trillion?
$1 trillion is poised to be $1 trillion industry.
Mm-hmm.
And so my concern is that if we're speaking of, you're not on camera, if we're
It's
speaking
okay, good.
negatively about it
Mm-hmm.
and saying, oh, don't use it, and we shouldn't be using it and be concerned about it. But it's a tool that will help people who look like you and me,
Mm-hmm.
people, black women over a certain age, who may not be sure about the next steps to take. Smart women, intelligent,
Mm-hmm.
have paid their dues, have made some things happen, but now may feel like they're in this digital divide.
Right.
In terms of now what I do, I know I've got the social media, I've got email, I can text, I can do all those things. But what is this AI thing?
Mm-hmm.
How do I make this work for me? No, I don't. I'm gonna be because my position was when you first started telling me about
Mm-hmm.
it was I know how to write.
Right.
I don't need anything right for me. I know how to be creative. That's who I am. That's what I do. Why would I need why would I need AI to
Right.
help me do anything? I know how to do research. I have a
Yes.
couple of more than a couple of graduate
Yes, you
degrees.
do.
I know how to do that. I've been to school. Just I've done this. So if you raised a family, you had a business, you have been in the workforce, you have had a full career, or you have one.
Mm-hmm.
You're a pastor of a church. You've written plays, been on Broadway,
Mm-hmm.
all the kind of things you've done.
You
You
don't
may say,
need
I
it.
don't need AI. I don't
Mm-hmm.
need AI.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm here to tell you, we're here to tell you that
Yes,
it
you
can
do.
still elevate you and take you even
Yes.
further,
Yes.
than you are now.
Mm-hmm.
Just see what happens. So earlier this year, 2025, 300,000 Black women left the workforce, most of them
350,000.
involuntarily. So
Mm-hmm.
300,000
Mm-hmm.
mothers, aunts,
Mm-hmm.
wives, nieces, cousins, daughters left the workforce, most of them involuntarily so.
Yes.
So, as I've said in some of my social media posts, yes, Jesus died on Calvary,
Mm-hmm.
but the Calvary is not coming for us.
No, it's not.
We need to use tools that are at our disposal
Mm-hmm.
to help get liberation for ourselves, our family, those causes, those ministries, those communities, those organizations that are important to us. How can we use this tool to take it to the next level? How can we use this tool to earn income for our families?
Income.
For our
Keyword.
families,
Mm-hmm.
for our businesses, for
Mm-hmm.
our causes, communities, ministries, those things that are dear to us. How can we use it? So you, Mom, have used it.
Oh, I have.
So tell us about some of the things that you have been doing with. Can I jump
Go ahead.
ahead? Okay, I'll jump ahead and say.
Jump ahead.
Because she goes, my mother, because you always tell your age. So
Yeah,
this,
83.
we're on your channel, so they know you.
I'm 83.
So she's 83 years old. And a few short weeks ago, Mom created her own custom GPT. Let me say it again. Her own custom GPT.
Thomas.
So it's called the Thomas Leadership Nexus GPT. So you download this GPT, you interface with OpenAI, and you ask it questions based on the research that she has done with who lived here, where did they go. If you're a community leader and you want to preserve your community, or you are interested in community, or interested in telling the story of communities that have been erased, and you want
the trauma associated with it.
Okay, associated with that, and the healing. She created her own custom GPT. So let's talk about that, and then we need to circle back to exactly what is Chat GPT.
And I was I didn't have any idea that I wanted to have my own chat until my daughter was working with Arlen Hamilton. I'm good. And Arlen Hamilton said, this is what we need to do with prompts. And I said, you know what? I want to have my own chat GPT. I don't feel comfortable. I'm good.
But you're giving vital information.
Yeah, but they got it. They got it. Yes, they can see me.
You all can see me.
You can see me. I'm good. So, I was excited about what my daughter was about to do, which was to start a prompt shop. I was like, wow, she's going to start a prompt shop? I like that idea. I said, wouldn't it be nice if I had my own, I didn't have it that way. I said, my own Georgianne Thomas chat, and listen to my daughter, listen to Arlen. They said, you could have that, but you got to do some work to get it.
Yeah.
I want you all to know, tell them, I stayed up. Yeah. I got the process. I learned how to do it. I found all my research. I had so much research that chat said, no more. Don't put any more in here.
Wow.
I put all 30 documents in this the process. Wow. And then I was so excited. And it says, you now have your own chatbot. I was like, oh my God. So I sent it to my daughter. And I said, put in something. Write something, ask a question. And she asked a question and it spit out a great answer, 2 or 3 of them. And I was like, this is what I want. I can't believe it. I'm 83 and I have my own chat bot. And it's for a good cause. I want people to go in there and get information for the community, which is what I'm all about, as you know. So I said all that to say that if I can do that, it took me a while. My daughter saw me sit and wait and get the information done, but I got it done. Got it done. And so I encourage you to, you may not want your own chat bot, but you want to know more about AI, just like we want to know,
Mhm.
you got a Gmail. How difficult was it at first for us to get a Gmail?
Right.
Like, what is a G and a mail, and what .com and .org
Yeah.
and MindSpring? You all remember MindSpring? See,
Mm-hmm.
this is what I'm saying. It evolved. There's evolution constantly in technology, and
Right.
because there's evolution constantly in technology, you have to stay on top of it to get that step ahead to go where you need to go with your journey, your life, your lessons, your family.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And when we're talking about this shifting world that we're in, because the normal changes every day,
Mm-hmm.
and so we never know what normal is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And we were thinking about, well, I want to have a better life, for myself and for my family. I know this cannot be as good as it gets, and I have some ideas that I want to be able to share and bounce off.
Mm-hmm.
Someone. Chat GPT allows you to do that. Now, it's not a someone, obviously, because it's chat box. But what you can do is you sit down and you can ask it questions, and ask you questions, and then you're able to get some clarity and some direction on the way that you would like to go, should go. So
What is it? But there's something you're supposed to say, but it doesn't always. It's not always right. Sometimes. You
yeah,
have to be
so
careful.
but the reason why I liked, I guess I feel
What's the word?
compelled to,
Disclaimer.
yeah, this disclaimer is
Mm-hmm.
that it's not always going to be absolutely correct.
Mm-hmm.
But the advantage that we have,
And you
as
have.
we
Mm-hmm.
have, and you have,
Mm-hmm.
as someone who is smart, who
It's
has learned,
smart.
who's lived, who's accomplish things in life, who knows something about something.
Mm-hmm.
You've read some books. You are smart. You're intelligent. When it gives something back to you, you can take a look at it and say, I want to use some of this, or I don't want to use some of this. I'm going to tweak it what I have. So let's give some practical advice, because speaking very generally right now. So when you open up your account for Open AI, you look that up in your search engine, and it's going to ask you to set up an account.
Yes.
You can have a free account, so you can try it without any financial obligation to it. And then use some accounts with your name, your email address, and et cetera, passcode. Then a window pops up, usually says, what can I help you with today, or what do you need help with, something general like that. And then that's when you type in the prompts, PROMPTS, prompts. You type in the prompt at that point, and you can talk with it as if you're talking with a consultant. I have a small business, an idea for a small business that I would like to start. I want to
It doesn't feel right at first, though.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right. That's
Because
right.
you're like,
I want to start, baking cupcakes or peanut butter cookies or whatever, or a consulting business on, how to do public relations, or
Right.
whatever your thing may be. Or I want to.
I need a business plan.
I need
a business plan.
I need a business plan, and it will begin to ask you more questions
Right.
back about what it is that you want to do, and what's happening in that process, that you're getting your own clarity. So it's not telling you what to do; you're telling it
what
and
you
so
want.
It's a tool. It's like a nail and a hammer do not pick themselves up presently right now, and hammer and nail themselves into a wall.
Right.
Human beings have to pick up the nail, pick up the hammer,
Right.
and even if it's a electronic hammering, you still have to pick it up and do it. Even if it's a robot, TV robot that says we pick it up and do it. So that's what you're doing with the prompts and ChatGPT. You're still engaged in it. You're still working on
But
it.
it's
You're
the
still
prompt. That's the answer.
So it's the prompts. It's all about the prompts.
All about
it's
the prompts.
all about the prompts. And because of that, just thinking about this, commit your works to the Lord, and He will establish your plan. So I committed this work to the Lord, and that is to make prompts available to you, to the general public, to be able to download them and try them for free. The link is in the description. I started an entity called Amplify by Alvelyn, AI+Wisdom. And so using the wisdom that we have as women who have accomplished, as people who have accomplished things, using our wisdom, putting it with AI, and then using those prompts to try out ChatGPT. So you go to the Stan store. You'll see the link in the description for this. Is Stan store.store/ my name, Alvelyn, Alvelyn. It takes you to the site, and there's at least 6 or 7 free prompts there. Download those in a PDF. Then you copy the text from that, drop it into the "What can I do for you today?" or "What can I help you with?" that box, and then see what happens. So if you're thinking about trying to have a life pivot, it's a free prompt for that. You want to start again. If you're thinking about wanting to write a book, there's a free prompt for that. 2 free prompts for that.
You have free prompts and paid prompts.
And there's some prompts there too that you can purchase too. One is for as little as $4, and that $4 one gets you the entry point just to see what happens. That's what we're saying. That's the invitation to see what happens when you purchase a prompt or use a free prompt. So if you're into social media and you want to enhance your presence on social media, there are prompts for that for like $8, $12. And these are prompts that have been proven and tested by Arlen Hamilton. I've licensed them from her prompt shop in a box, and I also created some prompts from the a custom GPT using that to gear them just for an audience for this type of video. So it's a tool. We're talking about restoring your soul and starting again in this new world that we are in, where things are shifting so quickly and we don't know what the new normal is, but yet you want to do something, take more control, have more freedom for your life. Then you're able to use artificial intelligence, AI, and ChatGPT is a part of that, to use that to start again.
And when they say nothing is more constant than change.
Right.
And so we got to change. Yeah. We have to change. And if I'm 83, and I know if I'm 80 to make the change, then I need for you all to join me. Some people just join me on changing.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So join me on changing. Yeah. And being open to try it. So when that let me see what age would we talking to. So when we went from cassettes to CD, or
That's
went from VHS to DVD, and now we're doing streaming and
no more DVDs.
All the streaming services that exist now. So you're not slotting anything in anymore, but yet you're still getting your content. Then it's like, okay, this exists as a tool to try, and you're able to bring your wisdom to the table to say, okay, I'm going to try this so I can get things done faster and get clarity that I may not have.
Clarity is very good.
Yeah, because we started off this video talking about when you feel stuck, right? You don't know what to do next, and part of that feeling stuck is because you're missing the clarity on what to do next, and so you can go to a source and ask for some insights, so that you can know some next steps, some options, some next steps to take. Options. So
I like the options.
I like the options. So just because chat says do it this way doesn't mean you have to do it that way. You can say, I don't think I like that. Let's try this. Okay, well, it gives you more options. Again, what you're putting into it is what you're getting out of it, and that's why the prompts are so important. And that's why we want you to try these free prompts that we have, that you'll see in the description how to get there. As well as, feel free to purchase some prompts. There's in that particular site, you can find 100 revenue prompts, 100 business revenue prompts.
Come on, people.
So 100.
Where those 300,000 black women that lost their job? There are 100. Tell them
100 business revenue prompts that you can find on that same site, and you start with prompt 1. And just go through, let it walk you through the process till you get to prompt 100. Of course, it's going to be all in one day, but walk you through the process until you get through all of it. They were created to build on the other, to build upon each other, I should say, and then to get the ideas, to trigger ideas, for you, because we have things to do. Right? Yes. We have things that Lord has placed in our hearts to do.
And you can do it.
Yes. So imagine, God giving you an idea for a book, but you have not ever used a word processor before, or a typewriter before, or anything that processes the word, or anything that gets the idea that He's placed in your heart and spirit onto the paper or to the screen. It has to go through something to get out there. And so this is what AI does in terms of even helping you with your newsletters and your
That's
websites and
good. Mm-hmm.
your logos and
Yes.
images and things
It'll
that
help
you
you with all
need.
of
You
that.
don't have to wait for someone to get back and
You don't have to
around to
pay
you.
anybody.
You can prompt it and tell it
Mm-hmm.
to help you create an image for this that you
Mm-hmm.
need for your magazine, your church bulletin, your online website. There's even ways that do another video later on how to create your own like landing page
Ooh.
just by putting a prompt into a particular system, and bam, you've got your landing page.
Mm-hmm.
No more waiting for a web designer to get back, with you
Mm-hmm.
To get things done, or second guessing. So it just makes things faster and puts things at your fingertips.
Mm-hmm.
So our goal is to come on here and share with you practical things that we're doing, some real life lived experiences that we've had
Yes.
to help you have a restored soul. So in this time and season that we're in, there's so much uncertainty that's happening in the world, so much uncertainty. We want to keep you on the direct, straight and narrow path
Mm-hmm.
to not grow weary in well doing, to trust and know and believe the Lord is still with you and walking with you. And as a preacher preach about carrying you,
Mm-hmm.
still carrying you.
Mm-hmm.
And so in that carrying, you also have been given some tools to make some things happen
Mm-hmm.
for your life, your community, your cause, your organization, your ministry,
Mm-hmm.
your family, to get to
Do
the
this for
next
you.
level.
Do this for you. Do
Mm-hmm.
this now.
Yeah.
Find a way or make a way. That's what we said at Clark Atlanta University.
Mm-hmm.
Find a way or make a way. And here's a way being given to you.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight we're talking about restoring the soul.
Mm-hmm.
There's some things on the inside of you that you want to come out. And then my daughter has, we got something for you to look at.
Yeah.
And please look at it.
Yeah. So you've got the free prompts, and you have her custom GTP prompt that's
Mm-hmm.
there for your community leader to take part to partake of that. Use that for what you're doing in your community
Mm-hmm.
at large. So anything else you want to share?
No,
Words
I'm
of wisdom?
good.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right. So we appreciate you being on this live on this evening. We pray this helps you as you go forward with doing those things that God has called you to do, and only you to do, in a special way that you've been blessed to do, and using the tools that are before you to use. Give it a try and see what happens. So our guiding scripture for today, just remember, for those who came on a little later, commit your work to the Lord,
Yes.
and your plans will be established.
Yes.
Commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established.
Amen.
Proverbs 16:3. Commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established.
As we restore our souls.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Take care, everybody. See you next time. Bye-bye. God bless you.
Yeah, push something.
We're going to have to end. Let's see. If you're still live with us, we're going to figure out how to end.
Is the X up there? What's that do?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Stop streaming.
Okay.
Yeah.